Hey everyone, Pat Mesiti here, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody because I don't want to jump on here unless there's really something that needs to be said. And of course, over the last 2 years, so much has needed to be said. But now is the time for all of us to be more vocal than ever. And here's why. The silence of the federal government, the current one, and the previous one, and the silence of the Victorian government screams at us. During the election campaign, federal, and now in the state of Victoria, when it comes up, there's one thing that none of them want to talk about. You all know what it is. It's what they did, how they deceived, how they betrayed, how they cajoled, how they lied, how they basically treated us for the last 2 years during the, well, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I don't need to say it. You see, they want us to forget. But we need to be, I'm just apologising about my light in the background here. We need to be like the Anzacs and never let them forget. Dan Andrews wants to conveniently want us to forget just like he forgot or he couldn't remember. Isn't it amazing? Do you know, you and I, if you pay a bill, you remember, right? But this guy couldn't remember millions and millions and millions of dollars that were paid to his mates in the unions for our so-called safety, security, and protection under public health. Yet under his heavyweight title belt, he not only had the longest lockdowns of any country, but also in this country, he holds the gold medal for lost lives, but he takes no responsibility. And of course, the sad thing is that people will conveniently fall in love again with this despot, the old Stockholm syndrome. We can never allow them to forget. Now, sadly, in Australia right now, we have both the state and federal governments which are basically socialists with lipstick on. And we need now to be more vocal than ever. We need now to be more concerned than ever. And I'm appealing to you guys out there to never let Australia and the world forget what they did. But here's the other thing. None of them seem to want to speak about the World Economic Forum. Did you see the stuff that came out of there? I mean, pills that can track you, building a Noah's Ark for elites only, that when the flood comes, the elites will be saved. And where is the mainstream media? This is where we have to understand the power of social media, the power of sharing things like this. Because these guys are so brazen and they're so insidiously honest about what they want to do. But why isn't the mainstream media reporting it? Well, because they're part of the elitism as well. Incidentally, Avi Yemeni was there at Davos and filmed one of the chief people of one of the major newspapers. I think it was the New York Times. And of course, not only that, but interviewed basically social media influencers. And they said that he was ambushed. This social media guy, I mean, he needs to grow up because we all can see what happened. But they want to keep us in the dark. What is scary to me is how they are so brazen and vocal about it. Has anyone told these people they shouldn't be letting their secrets out of the bag? Or maybe it's so bizarre, so outrageous, so demonic, and I do mean demonic, so insidious that they just want to leave the lie out there. Now, what we need to do is we need to put information out there that is powerful and accurate. I mean, these guys are saying stuff out of their mouths, Charles Schwab and the rest of them, that basically subpoenas them before the court of humanity. And yet, mainstream media stays quiet, I guess, is that you can be as bizarre as you want, weird as you want, evil as you want, and get away with it. And by the way, what's happening to the protection of women, and especially in regards to sport, and not just sport? You know, Ricky Gervais did a humorous talk the other night on this whole issue of the new woman. And he kind of laughingly said he remembers women where they were the old-fashioned women, the ones that had a womb. Well, where is the vocalness of the feminist movement standing up for the rights of real women? Sadly, it's silent. And just remember this. People's silence is extremely loud. It's extremely loud. Remember, if you're arrested, this is what they say to you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be held against you. And maybe that's why they're so silent. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for listening in tonight. Short, sweet. Sunday morning is going to be powerful. Powerful message on Reborn. Tune in 9 a.m. wherever you are. Hey, could you go and find us on Instagram? It's Instagram at Pat Mesiti, I think, or Pat Mesiti at Instagram. Of course, you know we've all been shadow banned over there, and we need your support. Join us Sunday morning. It's going to be a great message on how you can prosper during these difficult times. And I know it's going to bring oxygen to your soul. Hey, thanks. Please like, subscribe, and share. God bless you, everyone.